Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Pinball FX2. So last time we did World War Hulk, which was an interesting license tie-in because I don't know that much about World War Hulk, but it seemed like it was an interesting, Marvel series of comics. But the table ultimately proved to be just the same. Very difficult to start missions, few missions, impossible to finish missions. I kept activating the same thing over and over again and not succeeding, it felt like. And just the general complaints of Zen tables of too many ramps, too much, same mistakes we've talked about over and over again. But today we're going to do episode 5, Star Wars episode 5. Now we did last Star Wars table we played was Darth Vader, and I actually liked that quite a bit, so I'm hoping for good things here. There is every reason why this table should be good, because you would assume the episode ones, the ones based directly off the movies, would be the important ones that they'd put more effort into. That being said, there was one movie, episode 6, I didn't like. So our achievements here are defeat an AT-AT Walker and complete the movie scene modes. So in other words, do every single mission. So we won't get that second achievement for sure. I don't really understand the argument, as this is taking forever to load, between AT-AT and the AT-AT people. I think that argument in particular is even sillier than the GIF versus GIF argument, because it's obvious that AT-AT is a shortened initialization, I think is the word. That's a big vocabulary word. So that means the A, the T, the A, the T all stand for something else. So you would always pronounce it AT-AT. And in my mind, I can't think of any reason why you would go AT-AT. Anyway, so looking at the table, that was a short. There's a lightsaber there that might light up. There's a floating. Is that the Cloud City of Vespin? Or, I don't know. Pop-up bumpers with some R2-D2 units or some other kind of units like that wouldn't be called R2-D2. Because so there's a hyperspace on the launchers, a flipper on the right. Well, at first appearance here, there's not a lot to see on this table. Let's go ahead and start.
The rebellion needs you.
Let's get our favorite view of 4, which seems to drastically change. And there's a Star Wars in the middle.
Skill shot.
How did I get that skill shot? And that lightsaber just feeds to the in lane. That's distracting. So, hit the middle, you spell Vader. Movie scene. Well, gee, that was like, did I start a movie scene right there, or did I?
You must choose.
There's a meteorite that hit the ground near here. I want to check it out. It won't take long.
That was, did the lightsaber.
Now all I gotta do is find this Yoda, if he even exists.
That was really easy way to start a mission. That is completely out of characteristics for these Zen tables. And look, the lightsaber feeds to different lanes at different times. It also pauses the ball with like a magnet. Although it feels more like it is just pausing the ball than actually holding it with a magnet. Because in the real pinball tables, when a ball is held with a magnet, it wobbles back and forth. And so you have to hold it longer.
All too easy.
To
Perhaps you are not as strong
ensure
as the
the ball
Emperor thought.
actually does this. Movie scene, wow. And so,
General, prepare
did I
troops for a
finish
surface
scene
attack.
1 or did I just lose at it really fast? And here's the guy right here. And so it's cross shots only.
If only you would attach my legs, I wouldn't be in this ridiculous position.
So I have to, I can't go straight on, I have to do cross shots. Which makes it a little difficult. And one side is the Alliance on the spinner there, and one side is the Empire. He blew up my ball. We're running out of time. How many times did I need to hit him? One more time.
Impossible.
So what's interesting here is that it's referencing
We'll never
the
get it
movie
out
without
Now all I gotta do is find this Yoda.
doing
If he even exists.
the things
I
that
have
they've
felt
tried
it.
before to have 3D models on the screen at all times to make the pinball table feel very, very reminiscent of the game to the point where it stops feeling like
Must
pinball.
choose.
So scene 3, you can see here, it's just incredibly easy to start missions. And
This is suicide.
at this level, having played so many ones that where it was really, really difficult, this starts to feel a little too easy because now I've gotten berated and beaten down to this point. There's a jump here. This is the first time the ball is just wildly left in different directions also.
I teach you. The boy has no patience.
Yoda. I am ready. Ben, I can be a Jedi. Ben, tell him I'm ready.
I think I may have done phase 1 of the scene. Wow, this is... The entire center lane here is the equivalent of about 6 targets, maybe 9 targets.
What is thy bidding,
That was
my
the
master?
first ball.
Skill shot.
I'm getting skill shots without even trying. I'm starting missions without even trying. I'm accomplishing missions without even trying. Wow. Why aren't there more tables like this? Why not go 50-50? If you can't find a nice medium, which they haven't been finding medium, they've been making incredibly difficult ones.
Well, wait. This is interesting. Lando.
But I want them alive. No
So
disintegration.
why not balance it out with some really easy ones?
Droids searching the galaxy.
You will not deviate from your present course.
Is this
Now all
allow
I gotta
stuff
do
to
is find this
spell up
Yoda. If he even exists.
Use the Force. Yes.
So we're trying to hit the, I assume, blinking tunnels. So not the center lanes here.
No, I don't have a landing permit. I'm trying to reach Lando Calrissian.
No. Try not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
So not being the biggest Star Wars fan and not really being much of a Star
Said
Wars
you
fan
wanted to be
at
around
all,
when I made a mistake. Well,
I
this
don't
could be
know
it, sweetheart.
particularly what happens in this movie, but this all seems somewhat familiar.
Before he begins.
If I was to guess, this is the movie where less than the interesting things happen. Looks like the skill shot there is a timing skill shot
I have felt it.
where you just have to launch at full power when you
yes,
think you're
that's
going to
very
hit the
good. I like
target.
that.
That's
What is
when
it,
you hold
General?
down. The drop down area there is hexagonal.
I do not want the Emperor's
So,
prize damaged. We will
that's
test it on
an
Captain
interesting
Solo.
shape to cut out of the floor.
There's something
Darn
not
it.
right here.
Failed me for the last time, Admiral.
So 8 million without even knowing what to do. And what's weird about this is that the achievements seem like they might be actually doable. Play through a famous scene in Star Wars Episode 5. Each scene has checkpoints. If you reach one, the scene will start from there. Next time, the left ramp changes between scene start mode and training mode. Hit the Star Wars targets to get started. Scene 1, hit all of these things. Scene 2, hit all of those things as they're blinking. Scene 3, Scene 1, Part 3, hit all of those things. So that's still Scene 1, 3 parts. The Empire is attacking the base. When he's shooting one way, hit him the other way. Basically, Scene 2 is the AT-AT, which is hit the lighted lanes. That's going to be difficult to pull off. Scene 3 is hit these with the jump ramp, which again is just kind of magical force field jump ramp that lifts up. Scene 3 part 2, hit those. Scene 3, hit those. Scene 4, hit those. There's a lot of parts here. So what I'm seeing here is this is a table that you probably would not get bored of as fast as most of the tables. Here we have a completely non-pinball related fight with the lightsaber, which, you know what? It thematically is appropriate. You guide Luke's hand, lightsaber, the flipper and the launch buttons. So if you want to go left, you use left flipper. If you want to go right flipper, and A or the launch button to go upwards. See, and this is basically just sword fighting with electronic swords, and I think there is room in the video game universe to have a couple more sword fighting games that they're starting to think about making, and pre-alpha and early access making some games like that. It's not going to become the next big thing or anything, but in comparison to all the games that have gun shooting mechanics, some sword mechanics would be a nice change of pace. So Scene 6 Part 2 is hit all these, Scene 6 Part 3 is hit all these, Skill Shot is hit the floating probe, and then hit the center sinkhole for Super Skill Shot. Spell Skywalker 3 times, wow, that is a lot. Let's see, hit the Skywalker roll-ups. The multiplier will rise only if the Sky, the Walker, or the Cur letters get collected. So you only have to collect 3 of them, but they have to be the right thing. Interesting. Okay, I guess that's a fair thing. Spell Lando to get the kickbacks. Lightsaber hurry-ups. Alright, Yoda hideout is there. Empire Award for spelling Empire. Vader Frenzy by collecting Vader. And then you try to hit Darth Vader with the jump ramp. A lot of jump ramp action here. Path of the Force by hitting that. There's 6 random hurry up modes to start there. To get to the bumper seems like it's slightly difficult. These are R2-D2 Astro bumpers. A mode starts after you hit the bumper a certain number of times, and the bumper hits worth their previous value. Well, I don't think that's explained right. If they're just worth their previous value, wouldn't that mean they were always worth the minimum value, whatever they are? Oh, you have to add to the value by getting a certain number of bumper hits, and then after the mode starts, that value is the same. Assemble C3PO. I bet we don't ever do that. And then Jedi training by hitting this little lane that's hidden back there. That's sneaky. Here we go. Part 2 of Jedi training. It's more lightsaber stuff. AT hunt. You have to hit those. And Jedi and Sith multi-balls. I don't know if I'll start this. Imperial multi-ball by hitting that. That's going to be difficult to pull off. Cloud City multi-ball by hitting that, maybe. And hyperspace mode. Shoot the right and left ramp diverters at the correct hyperspace lanes. Hyperspace is a really long word to spell, and an extra ball. So we got a ton of stuff here. Let's get back into the game. Just with that slight understanding. This is another, like, it's perfect example of a table that would not be the best table to play in an arcade, because there's
What is it, General?
so much to
All I
learn.
gotta do is find this Yoda.
But
If he even exists.
to counterbalance that, they've made it really easy to start scenes, so I can't really make that argument, can I? This is actually probably a really good pinball, so we can't do 6
There's a
until we do
meteorite that hit the
first
ground near
5.
here. I want to check it out. It won't take long.
So, what am I trying to hit?
There's something
Not
right
that.
here.
I'm trying not to do that. I know that one.
The rebellion needs you. We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy.
You must complete the training.
What is it, General?
You see, Yoda.
I'm in training mode now with the lane.
I have felt it.
Are we doing phase 1 of
I am
training?
altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
That's a good way to start a frenzy right there.
There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you.
So we're gonna. Now I've jumped into the R2D2 server. That is actually really
There is no
cool.
escape.
Being able to jump into sections that you weren't supposed to hit is an excellent
Destroy you.
An excellent addition, and it's something you can do a little bit better on a virtual pinball game where you see the ball just bouncing up like crazy there. I don't think their physics engine really handles the ball jumping up very well, and it seems mostly like unwilling to let the ball actually leave the table unless it does hit a ramp. And of course, in the real world, you can't have balls just exploding. Which means that the way the table would play would be slightly different, because if this was a real pinball table and you were popping it up to hit a toy of a doll of Darth Vader, it would then bounce back.
Said you wanted me around when I made a mistake.
Probably
Well, this could be
aim
it,
it
sweetheart.
dangerously close to
Is
the
thy
other.
bidding, my master?
So they're actually making the table easier by having
I
it
have
destroy
felt
and
it.
launch in a more controlled manner.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy.
So that switches back to Star Wars mode.
Move along.
We can get the score multiplier up to 9 instead of 10. That's strange. The multiplier increases by 1. Usually it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and sometimes 12.
I have felt it.
although I probably have played tables, even in here, that have had multipliers that go up only by 1.
Don't fail me again, Admiral.
So there's so much here on this table. It's gonna take
What is thy
way
bidding, my
more than
master?
an hour, I would say.
Skill shot.
Skill shot. And then center lane for the super skill shot. Missed it. And you only have to hit the star in the wars, and then this drop down target. And you start
Must
the lane.
choose.
Compared to
Prepare your troops for a surface attack.
many other tables where you have to hit a door 5 times, then a sinkhole behind the thing 5 times. Then you have to start the mission, and the mission's really difficult.
We have thousands of curved droids searching the galaxy.
That's one. Need 2 more hits. Man, I'm doing the wrong thing.
Left up!
Darn it. This is kind of a difficult shot to make. I'm gonna run out of time.
We have thousands of curved droids searching the galaxy.
You want the impossible.
And while it's changing, it puts up this force field, so you can't continue to make progress, I suppose.
Now all I gotta do is find this Yoda, if he even exists.
And that Yoda sinkhole is really easy to get to. And it gives us another hit.
Star Destroyers, 2 of them coming right at us.
3.
Sir, the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
And this is the never tell me the odds statement.
This is suicide!
There's something not right here.
The rebellion needs you.
So, in a strange way, there's a danger of getting bored here just
Well, wait.
seeing the
This is
first
interesting. Lando.
But I want
3
them alive.
phases, the
No
first 5
disintegrations.
phases of the 5 missions, because there's still a level of difficulty to actually finish a phase, and if they spread that out a little bit more, so maybe go with an 18 mission,
You will not deviate from your present course.
like an 18 mission
Now all I gotta do is find this Yoda, if he even exists.
game. I don't know. But see, then that adds its own problems to it. I wish I had a way of adding
Try
time.
not. Do or do not.
So that's another mission
There
just
is no
failed.
Use the
Oh,
force.
and that
Yes.
lightsaber is a diverter, so I can choose where the ball goes.
What is it, General?
I just realized that. Okay.
I have felt it.
But if you just keep hitting up the center lane, you're gonna make progress, or at least continuously do the same thing over and over again.
No. Well, wait. This is interesting. Lando.
But I want them alive. No disintegrations.
You will not deviate from your present course.
No
Said you wanted me around when I made a
disintegrations.
mistake. Well, this could be it,
Interesting.
sweetheart.
When he finishes what he begins.
So, what would this table? How would this table not appeal?
We have thousands
I
of curved droids
suppose if
searching
you
the
didn't really like
galaxy.
Star Wars, but then why would you buy the Star Wars DLC table? Even if you kind of just neutral on it like me. Like,
Found
this
something.
is a pretty good table. I suppose if you start to just frustrated with it.
You
bored
must
with it.
choose.
Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Han Solo, score Princess Leia. I don't know what that was that I just chose, but whatever. Seems like I just lost the ball.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy.
You must complete the training.
Was that a bug in the
What is
system?
it, General?
It really felt like it was telling me I lost the ball there, but then it gave me another ball.
I have felt it.
See, that would be really weird if there was this table that is pretty different from other tables. Just has technical flaws in the background that the end user doesn't ever see, and that's why it's so different. Turns out you can't, Zen can't make tables like this without doing a lot of extra work. There's a lot of times where the ball just gets captured by a sinkhole target and sent out through some other place.
If only you had attached my legs, I wouldn't be in this ridiculous position.
Failed me for the last time, Admiral.
We've been playing for 26 minutes now.
The rebellion needs you.
I think a lack of progress
shot.
probably would irritate certain players.
Move along.
But if that irritates certain players, I think any of the other tables that Zen has to offer will also have the same problem.
What is it, General?
It still runs into
I
the
have
same
felt it.
issue of
All
the
I gotta
lower
do is find this
playfield
Yoda.
being sort of empty. You could have stretched the ramps a little bit closer to the mid playfield.
Yoda, you see
There's
Yoda.
3 in lanes here.
There's a
Guess we'll
meteorite that hit the
start
ground
with
near
one
here. I want
again.
to check it out. It won't take long.
Like, there's 3 loops in this thing. Pop-up bumpers aren't getting used very much. The diverter is getting overused with the
Droids searching the
lightsaber.
galaxy.
I would kind of want the Yoda sinkhole to be a little bit more difficult to reach, because it's really easy to get into. Certain places feed directly into it. In fact, certain launchers feed directly into a lot of things on this table, almost to the point where if you start to look at it with an expert eye, you realize that the game is playing itself.
Those rebels won't escape us.
All too easy.
Hey, we got a ball lock.
Perhaps you are not as strong as the Emperor thought.
Use the Force. Yes.
I have felt it.
See, it feeds right in there into the Yoda multi-ball, the Yoda hole. Maybe it doesn't count as a hit to that hole though.
General, prepare your troops for a surface attack.
I'd say these missions are not the best first 5
Thousands of probe
missions.
droids searching the galaxy.
Like, trying to find the couldn't they have had
All I
that
gotta do is
happen?
find this Yoda. If he even exists.
If they could have just triggered, like, twice as many of these events, and then start the final thing when you complete a certain number of events, that would be interesting. And it is really hard to miss that center lane.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy.
You must feel the Force around you.
One more hit. I don't think I'm gonna get it in time.
No. Try not. Do. Or
And
do
the
not.
ball breaks again.
There is no try.
Instead of bouncing back down, making
yes,
it actually
that's very
easier
good.
on you.
I like that.
What is it, General?
The upper playfield feels a little uninspired, I would
I
say.
am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
It's... Oops. I should have shot the ball the other way.
There is no escape.
And see... How many times am I supposed to hit him? I don't think there are any as an actual number. I think it's just you keep doing it. I think it's just a frenzy mode designed to do that. Did I lock a ball? Like, I don't know what just happened. The ball was in the Cloud City area, and it just stood there for a really long time.
Don't make me destroy you.
No, I don't have the jump. So that was that for the frenzy mode.
What is it, General?
Again, we're getting the music over and over and over again. It's appropriate in the movie ones to play the music, but it kind of screams that there's only one noticeable
Well, wait.
song
This is interesting.
in a
Lando.
But I
30
want them
movies.
alive. No disintegration.
And see, you
You will
can
not
change it
deviate
to the
from your
further
present course.
mid ball going there, which seems incredibly dangerous. Come on, hit one of those ramps. I have to just hit one of the 3 ramps over there. That should be rather easy to pull off. Finally. Now I'll just hit one of the ramps on the left.
You want the impossible.
Did I get it done? I don't
I
think
have
so.
felt it. You found something.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy.
You must complete the training.
Said you wanted to be around when I made a mistake. Well, this could be it, sweetheart.
What is thy bidding, my master?
So, while it is very diverse and it's in having a lot of missions, maybe diverse is the wrong term, because a lot of these missions are just the same. I'll take Luke as the Empire Ward, and then wait for the ball to decide to come back into play, and then lose it immediately.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy.
It helps encourage this feeling of a lack of progress. If I can play one game and start like
Not want the Emperor's
multiple
prize
missions here,
damaged. We will test it
And not-
on Captain Solo.
not succeed any of them, does that really help much? Particularly considering none of them are a quick multi-ball, none of them feel like they're really good at adding any score to me. I haven't heard jackpot said, I haven't seen it say jackpot being increased or anything like that. The central lane might actually be the worst shot on this table if you're just trying to get score. It might be an easier and better way to do it.
Typical.
When he finishes what he begins.
Some of these outlane
If only you
drain
would attach my
lanes,
limits, I
even
wouldn't
when
be
you
in this
spell
ridiculous position.
Lando, don't actually start the Kickstarter in time to save you, which totally defeats the idea there. The idea is that you'd be able
What
to
is it,
move the
General?
letters around when spelling Lando in this case, and if you only have one left to spell, you would fill that spell, you'd get the kick back, and you'd save the ball right there in that move.
Oh. Well, wait. This is interesting. Lando.
But I want them alive. No disintegration.
There's something not right here.
Don't
still have-
fail me again. Admiral.
Having an issue here of not really getting
When he
a good
finishes what he
game going.
begins.
Some might argue that this is the least interesting movie. I think of the original three, it probably
Prepare your
is.
troops for a surface attack.
Probably is just the least interesting of the movies. But I really haven't watched him enough to be critical of him. Let's see. So what I need to do is get into the Yoda sinkhole on the right there. All right. Because otherwise I'm just gonna fail at this every time. Almost had it. Almost had it.
Said you wanted to be around when I made a mistake. Well, this could be it, sweetheart.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Kill shot.
Skill shot. Hit this. It missed a super skill shot. I think the magnets are probably too much on those lanes. And so let's say that this table was made because of complaints about the other tables being too difficult. Then why are these tables that were made
Now all I
past
gotta do
this
is
still
find this Yoda.
difficult?
If he even exists.
This is suicide.
So I'm trying to hit that flying
Steroids do
thing.
not concern me, Admiral. I want that ship, not excuses.
Trying to get up the ramp. And see, this is practically just pure luck. Shooting up the center lamp is one thing. I hit it, but man, the ball seems to slow down. Something about this engine. Like, and I have this feeling that each table might be its own engine sometimes. Okay, one more hit.
You have thousands of curved droids searching the galaxy.
All too easy. Perhaps you are not as strong as the Emperor thought.
Use the Force. Yes.
You must choose.
So, scene 1, checkpoint 1, scene 1, scene 3. Let's just start scene 3 again.
Coming right at us.
Sir, the possibility
I
of
think
successfully
I would pick
navigating
scene
an asteroid
3
field is approximately 3,700
over anything else as a new player, because it is all about just getting that center lane shot
Thousands of
and
curved droids searching
kind
the
of
galaxy.
lucky. That's one. And I bet scene
Going in
3
closer to one of the big ones.
is the right scene for the... I did it.
The boy has no patience.
Yoda. I am ready. Ben, I can be a Jedi. Ben, tell him I'm ready.
Follow the 5 teachings. 6 more. Avoid the dark side. What am I hitting? So what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't even know what that was. What the goal was for that.
Try not. Do.
So if I can start another
There
mission,
is no try.
I'll just start scene 3 again and see if we can finish something. The fact that they're checkpoints and not just missions seems silly. Why not just have 20 missions and say, when you get 7 of these missions done or less, then you can start the final battle and just let the player choose final battle whenever you want. The more missions you beat in the final battle, the higher your score multiply. So
We have thousands of curved droids searching the galaxy.
Now all I gotta do is find this Yoda. If he even exists.
What is flashing?
Yoda! You see Yoda?
Like, what is the target here? I cannot figure it out. I don't even know what to do, and I'm sure I could go look at the instructions a second time and figure it out, but if that's the case,
I have felt
then
it.
why is the game not explaining this better?
What is it, General?
Seems like the lightsabers fill up with the
Something not right
spinners.
here.
The rebellion needs you.
See, you can easily just start to develop a resentment for this table for not being able to succeed and yet being able to start
You must
missions so easily.
I cannot teach him. The boy has no patience.
Just trying to finish this.
I am ready. Ben, I can be a Jedi. Ben, tell him I'm ready. Oh, no. We'll never get it out now. Now all I gotta do is find this Yoda, if he even exists.
I guess because there are so many other things I can do, that will slow down again. I do have another game running, but it really shouldn't happen that way, but it does.
Failed me for the last time, Admiral.
I shouldn't have left it running. I forget. I'm playing this long-term clicker game.
What is thy bidding,
that
my master?
have had running for practically non-stop for a year.
I have felt it.
And it takes a lot of video graphics for some insane reason. I should usually close it on most games, but forgot to this time.
You must
That
choose.
might explain the slowdown. And we move back to
Well, wait.
we're
This is
back
interesting.
to scene 1 or checkpoint 1 of scene 3.
No disintegrations.
So that
You will not
is
deviate
again
from your present course.
out of the picture. The other thing that's really weird
There's something not right
is
Will he finish what he
the
begins?
quality of these recordings. The number of frames I would assume that a game actually produces drastically changes how big an hour of footage is.
Prepare your troops
If
for
it is a
surface attack.
simple like 2D game or with not a lot of movement and such, it's
thousands of
usually
droids
only like
sitting out.
500 megabytes or a little bit more than that. But if it's full action, a lot of motion, 3D modeling stuff at 60 frames per second recording, it's like 5 gigabytes per hour, which then creates an interesting problem of it taking nearly 12 hours to record, to upload 4 or 5 hours of footage, which is a failing ratio. If I had it within me to actually have the ability to record for 12 hours, I would need more than the other 12 hours in the day to upload it.
Try not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
That also becomes a problem when you're trying to put out a video as fast as possible, which is not something I do too much
What is
of.
it, General?
I like to record things at least 30 days early because of YouTube's content. I do copyright garbage.
I do not want the Emperor's prize damaged. We will test
But
it on
the
Captain
more the
Solo.
better for old games like these. These are old game retrospective things. And so you can kind of at 45 minutes tell I'm a little bored with this table. Even though it has a lot to offer, it's almost the buffet mentality. If you go to a pizza buffet place, none of the pizza's probably going to be that good,
I like that.
but you're going to get a lot of variety, and you can eat as much as you want. And that's kind of what this table feels like. None of the missions are that good, but
You must complete the training.
compared to so many of the other Zen tables, if you were going to play a bad Zen table, this would be
I am
your first
altering
pick.
the deal.
And I'm
Pray
not
I
even
don't
sure
alter it any further.
I would call this a bad table. And it might be much more accurate to just say it's a neutral one.
Make me destroy you.
It's easier than a lot of the other ones we've seen, which makes a nice change of pace. You at least just get to see and work
If only you
on
would attach my
several
legs, I wouldn't be in this ridiculous position.
instances.
There's no escape.
You don't even have to be that accurate in hitting Darth Vader here. In the real world, they would never have a hexagon ramp like this. This would cause the ball to get stuck.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy.
Then that shield just breaks the ball again. Instead of bouncing it
Use
back.
the Force.
That's very
Yes.
weird feeling. I
Now
know
all I
why
gotta do
they're
is
doing
find this
it.
Yoda.
I know it's
If
for
he
my
even
own benefit.
exists.
It just feels weird because it's violating that first rule pinball again. Don't slow down the gameplay.
Yoda. You seek Yoda.
Said you wanted to be around when I made a mistake. Well, this could be it, sweetheart. Well, Your Highness, I guess this is it.
See, and so we've got maybe one more good game in us. Hopefully, get a little bit higher than 11
What is
million.
thy bidding?
Even though this
my
table
master?
is really easy, we're not seeing that 50, 40 million style of scoring that we've seen on some of the other tables. And compared to some of the
I
other
have
tables that
felt
I've really liked, the desire to come back to this one is a lot less.
What is it, General?
Now all I gotta do is find this Yoda, if he even exists.
They've managed to make starting
Must
missions
choose.
as annoying as any of the others.
There's a meteorite that hit the ground near here. I want to check it out. It won't take long.
So I'm trying to hit loops and
Use
lanes.
the Force. Yes.
A lot of loops and lanes. This table is probably missing a good toy or maybe some other gimmick to it. It's missing anything special just to make it easier.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy.
You must feel the Force around you.
You want the impossible.
Oh, yes, that's very good. I like that.
You see, it's just leaving me kind of quiet because I don't really have that much more to say about this table.
Now all I
There's
gotta do is find
not
this
that
Yoda,
much here.
if he even exists.
Well, it's by far not the worst Star Wars licensed table, but it's not the best either.
General, prepare your troops for a surface attack.
Again and again we start these missions. Feels like some of the things we've done, we haven't done. We haven't spelled several of the things and all of that. Missed a shot. It would have been nice if there was a way to lower this shield here, this sinkhole. because that's a significant percentage of my shots are center lane shots. So if I can't do center lane shots, or it doesn't add to my time and give me more of a chance.
No, try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy.
That's a really annoying phrase, by the way. If I was with Yoda and he said, "There is no try, do or do not,"
There's something not right
I would probably just start cussing him out.
The rebellion needs you.
All right, I'm not gonna deal with you anymore because that's not helpful information and it's rude.
I have felt it.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy.
What is it, General?
I guess it is kind of forgotten in our collective memories that Yoda kind of is
My
weird,
ally
though,
is the Force,
through a lot of it.
and a powerful ally it is.
So how can I hit the probe droid up there? Oh, I have to hit that ramp over there on the right.
Said you wanted to be around when I made a mistake. Well, this could be it, sweetheart.
Will you finish when he begins?
Skill shot.
Skill shot. Missed it. Come on, super skill shot. Nope, not fast
I am
enough.
altering the deal. Pray I don't
Notice
alter
how
it
the
any
ball
further.
just starts to slow down and the magnet pulls it backwards. I wonder if that's intentional or just bad programming. And like I said at the beginning, obviously we were never going to spell
Don't make me
hyperspace.
destroy you.
That takes way too long. You'd have to get really good about going up that right ramp over and over again. I don't have
Don't make me destroy you.
too many complaints
There's
about
no escape.
the ramps because they're not main targets as much as they normally would be. So I haven't had to deal with them as much. But they look like they might be a little difficult to get up every now and then.
Don't fail me
They are
again,
a little
Admiral.
difficult right now. So that's 53 minutes, good enough for me. Our maximum high score was only 11 million. It'll be interesting to see what the high score is on the local leaderboards, whether it's 1 million or 10 million. That adds to my other high scores. We're probably going to end up with 2 billion total high scores, giving me a super score right now I have of 1,766. That's multiplied by the 45 tables we played now to give me a wizard score of 79-470. That's not a dash, that's a comma. Let's back to the main menu. So let's look at the leaderboards. Here we have 17 billion, big old cheater. 2 billion. Then pretty consistent. 1.8 billion. Then 1.2 billion, 1.1 billion, then 1 billion, 1 billion, 800 million. So, how many of these people do I think cheated? I don't know. I could almost see maybe. But there's big jumps here, like 300 million difference in points. Might be not that much if that's like a really high super jackpot and you just got the super jackpot one more time. And it got you 300 million. Maybe. of course, 17 billion knocks that right out the window. Here we have the same super score we always see, and the same pinball wizard we always see, challenge, Pinball King, and localized scores. That was the interesting one. So, yeah, as far as their highest, high score, it was only 1 million, so almost every game I played, it seems, got above the highest high score. It's just one of those examples of a table that just isn't going to give you very many points, and they could have fixed that there easily. And so if I'm getting 11 million and that's higher, that is somebody really like 100 times better than me to get to 1 billion? Like, that seems unrealistic. We've been seeing something closer to 20 times better than me. But maybe on that table it's different because of all the missions. That is possible. Possibility. The achievements. We didn't defeat the AT&T. We never even started it. And complete all the movie scenes. Yeah, right. That's never gonna happen. And we can look and see if there's any tournaments. And there aren't any. And there aren't ever going to be any. That really sucks. That is a consideration to keep in mind, is like, if you wanted to play tournaments against other people, you can't do it on Pinball FX. You really can't. They're not doing that anymore, even though it's still there. I would much rather go back and play Star Wars Darth Vader than play this, but I would say this is a slightly better than average Star Wars table. One of the ones you might actually go back and play. We only have 2 more Star Wars tables, and there's good argument that Clone Wars should be good. There's a good argument that Boba Fett should be good. So if those 2 did turn out to be good tables, the Star Wars collections themselves would run close to a 50-50 ratio of good to bad tables. Whereas on the Marvel ones, since we're going to do Marvel Thor next time, we kind of need every single table going forward to be good, just to even make a 50% ratio. And then on these individual ones, actually the unique tables kind of have a slightly better design to them in general. So if it came down to, do I play a bad or average dull table between Marvel or Star Wars or a non-licensed property, I would take the non-licensed property every time. I think that these tables are better. Not that they're great. The only one that's been really great has been Excalibur, which feels incredibly different from all the other tables. So next time though, we're going to do Marvel Thor, then we'll do Epic Quest, and we're slowly working our way towards finishing this all up. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.